Paramount gave Matt and Trey, the creators of South Park, $1.5 billion. And that's bad news for Donald Trump. So I would do a video about the extended negotiations between Paramount, Matt and Trey, the producers of South Park, and HBO Max, but I don't have 7 hours to produce a video. If you want to find out about it, I would suggest taking a sabbatical from work and doing a deep dive over the next 3 or 4 months. All you really need to know about this story is that Paramount is paying Matt and Trey $1.5 billion for the streaming rights for South Park for the next 5 years, and that they are also the company that recently fired Stephen Colbert and also paid a settlement to Donald Trump over a 60 Minutes interview. And while the ink was still drying on the contract, they released the first episode of the 27th season of South Park, and Saddam Hussein has been replaced by Donald Trump. That's right. If you remember the old South Park movie, and Saddam Hussein was a little flappy-headed guy going, hey, relax. Now it's Donald Trump. Matt and Trey are still old school 90s style free speech warriors. If you went to a liberal arts college in the 90s, you know guys like this. Going after CBS and Colbert and probably now South Park doesn't sit right with them. So they set their laser sights on Trump in a way that they've never done before. And this is honestly bad news for Donald Trump because there is such a thing as a South Park Republican. That is, people who have certain libertarian leanings, but don't want to associate themselves with, that. South Park still has cultural relevance. Obviously, $1.5 billion worth of cultural relevance, and Matt and Trey are angry at Donald Trump in a way that I don't think they ever have been before. I think Donald Trump being a consistent target of South Park the same way like Saddam Hussein was might actually move the needle on places like Our Conservative in a way that the attacks that come from Colbert and Jon Stewart never would. Tell me, is this actually going to matter, or is this just a bunch of cope from a desperate liberal and this is just going to roll off Trump's back like everything else? Let me know in the comments and watch South Park.